54. I was here in your praxis 15 years ago when I was looking for a man, and yeah, I had an affair with a married man.
Well, that's fun and one. Usually on Wednesday mornings or afternoons, they're not doing much, you know, with the old lady.
With the old lady.
Yeah.
Yeah. But and I thought, and he said, we have no future because he will never leave the
Right.
family.
Right.
And I thought, since I want to have a family also, and then I have to look for a future husband, and then I wrote an advertising.
Yeah.
Yes, and then I met one, and that's when I.
You met some fish who was ready to bite the hook.
He was just divorced for 3 years, a teacher with 1, 2, 3 children, and yes, and then I spent really, and that's really important, that what I did for him and for his
What
kids.
did you do for him? Blowjobs or what?
I cooked, I cleaned the house, I moved there, and then the kids left one after the other.
Yeah.
And now he has almost no contact anymore. And now,
Right.
and then now the last few years, the problems really started. First, I thought, finally, I've got a husband.
Yeah.
I tried to get
I got rid of all his
baby.
family and now I got him.
Yeah, I even tried to
Jesus.
get a baby, and but it didn't work out. So he is, now I know, and I should have known earlier, he's so thrifty, you know. He's so picky with the money, and and since my parents, I'm working as an apothecary in an apothecary,
Yeah.
and he's a teacher, and he's.
Is it apothecary or a secretary?
I studied that. I studied apothecary.
Apothecary?
Yes. I work 4 days a week, and
So you're a licensed apothecary.
yes.
Okay.
Yes. And I even gave up the job in the city, and I moved to the countryside where his house was, and I really adapted to everything, and
That's beautiful.
now
That's wonderful. If only more women did that. Just adapt to men.
yeah, but now I see
Huh?
how silly I was.
Well, how do you mean?
Almost
So,
the whole money goes to his ex-wife, and the still
that's,
And he even does. My father bought me. We built a house 3 years ago,
yeah.
and my father gave me the money because my parents own, a lot of money. You can say. My mother.
So
is
they're
a-
well off and comfortable
well off.
and da-da.
Yeah, and he supported me all the time because from my husband,
Nothing.
nothing. He's
He doesn't
used
have
that
to.
that I'm cooking, that I'm cleaning, that I'm paying the food.
Right.
It is my house. It is my house.
Okay. That's every
he thought
man's
he wouldn't
dream.
have to pay a rent. Can you imagine?
Yes.
And then I said,
It's beautiful.
But then I said 3 years ago, look, this is the least thing that you can do. You save so much money, and now he's paying me 500 euros. But as he
For a year?
4 months.
Each month.
Yeah, but he also gets the kind of support. You know, he's a civil servant, so he's.
So he pays you 500 euros a month, and you do the cooking, the cleaning, the washing, the ironing, the buying the food, who pays for the cars?
He pays for his car, I pay for my car.
Oh, that's okay, that's equality. Sort of.
The development is
Do
going.
you feel like he's using you or exploiting you?
That's what my father always said.
Well, I think Dad could very well be
I have some
right.
friends who always also said that, and now it took me so many years to find out perhaps they are right.
How about that? Isn't that marvelous? It's even a dumb blonde can eventually kind of come to recognize the truth. And people say, she's never going to learn, she's never going to. Oh yeah, once he gets her in her pocketbook, or wallet, and stock portfolio, and et cetera, enough different ways, Yeah, then she'll wake up. Well, it's amazing.
I don't know why.
It's called
why
enlightenment. This is what a lot of people call that.
Was I so?
Well, that's about the meaning of life and etc. But that son of a bitch is taking me for a financial ride.
Yeah, was I so busy that I didn't see it, or I
You didn't want to.
And he
You
comes
didn't
home
want to.
in the afternoon. He has so
You didn't want to see it.
words.
And you didn't. Mission accomplished.
But now I see it, and now comes the real
Oh, that's
my real problem
too
is
bad you woke up.
my real problem is that when I'm visiting my mother every Friday, she's in a nursing home, and
Yeah.
in this little town I used to live also.
Yeah.
And I met there again
Who?
my former lover.
You're from it?
Yeah.
Well, how did he look? Pretty good to you or something? All right.
We took a walk, we drank a coffee, well, and after some weeks,
Coffee? Jesus, is that
we
what they're
felt
calling it?
so attracted again, you know.
He felt attracted to
And
you?
me,
And you to
Yeah.
him?
because you know my
Oh.
my sleeping husband, he shows no life.
Well,
Yeah.
let's say he's comatose.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
And now I'm in a real dilemma.
What's the dilemma?
The dilemma is that my husband, since I don't sleep with him anymore, he's feeling that there is something wrong with me or with our relationship.
Oh, what gave him the first clue? Boy, he sounds more stupid than you were. Which is saying something.
He says, the other day he said to me, I think I'm walking on thin ice.
Surprise!
Now
Wait till it breaks through. Oh. Crack! Help! Fuck you and the horse you rode in on.
But that is the point why I'm here, because I don't know if I want to let it crack really, because you know, what am I exchanging? I'm exchanging to be alone. When I say to my husband, look, I don't love you anymore, and blah blah blah, and I've had enough of you, and you exploited me all the time. So
not extorted, exploited, but go ahead.
Exploited, I said.
Oh, did you? Okay.
And then he's
When you
moving
get excited,
out.
you don't articulate the enunciate very clearly, but go ahead.
Yeah, I'm emotionally really.
Worked up.
If I do that step, I have to think about the consequences.
No, you don't. You think this way. Look, just a minute. When women really wake up, they realize men are like buses. There will be another one along in 20 minutes.
But I want this one.
He
was
the
love of my life.
Yeah.
12 or 14 years ago.
Yeah.
I thought I want only to have him, either him or nobody else.
Yeah. No,
So,
wait a minute. The one you're quotes married to, close quotes now, he was the love of your life?
No, the
boy, the coffee.
Yeah, the coffee.
We had coffee together. Jesus, coffee, holy shit. If lovers knew there was that much, erogenous, biochemistry in a cup of coffee, they'd be out just, they wouldn't show up for work, they'd just be having coffee all day long.
He has the same feelings towards me, but he still would never
leave his wife and kids.
Becoming a grandpa now.
Yeah.
And
the golden age.
Family is really very.
Oh, that's so wonderful.
Close.
Well, you could be the gal he has on the side,
In former times.
There are a lot of women who are like that.
Yeah, in former times I really liked it because
yes.
I didn't want to have a guy snoring on the sofa and looking TV and on the computer. But my actual husband is in a cure for 3 weeks now, and therefore I
Cure
was,
for what?
he has a knee operation.
Now, we'll tell him if he doesn't shape up, you'll break his other knee. This
So-
is, when the pain begins, the learning starts. That's the way it is with a lot of guys, if not
I
most.
don't know if he ever will. He looks
With sufficient
he's so,
pain.
He is so inactive, and he is so.
That's another thing that can make him more active. Pain. Yeah, get him off his arse, path.
I don't know if I have feelings towards him anymore. And I
Well,
wanted
all
to
right, then that's all the better. If you I have no feelings about your left knee, now I'm gonna have no feelings about your right knee. Splat! Baseball, American baseball bats, they make beautiful.
I'm not the type that beats up.
Well, all right, you can hire somebody else to do it. Women do this,
But what for?
Why not? You probably should have done it years ago, when he became comatose,
I wanted to tell you about my experience, what I made when he was in this 3-week cure. I
Yeah,
thought, and I enjoyed it, I have the TV set for myself, I have the whole house for
Right.
myself. And then I thought I invite some friends, couples. So I
Yeah.
had 2 couples here
Yeah.
on Easter Monday
yeah,
for a brunch.
yeah.
And the whole day, and I never had that feeling before, I felt
Free.
not good. No, I felt
Not good?
No, because I was a single,
Yeah,
and they were couples,
yeah.
and they were feeling, they had good companionship and everything.
Yes.
And I felt, and then I had a taste of that could be the next period of my life. When
Just being a lonely single that your friends sort of pity.
Lover of a married
Yes.
man. And
A lot of women prefer that.
but it didn't feel well at all.
Well, not that one day, but after the decades, as the decades roll by,
Decades of-
you could get used, huh?
Decades, I don't know. This perspective really doesn't please me.
Well, not now, no, that's too close to that Monday you just said, where you were being pitied by your friends. Because you didn't
No,
have
they didn't
anything.
pity me because they knew she's married and her husband is in the cure. Just for
Yeah, well.
but they would have pitied me if I would have been really a single.
Yeah, or if you'd
Real
been
simple.
honest with them.
So
Don't do that.
honest with him,
No, honest with them.
with a friend.
Yeah,
I could
no,
never
no.
do that.
No,
I would have to tell my husband
Right.
before. And that's why I'm hesitating,
well,
I'm hesitating because then there's no way back. When I tell my husband, look, I don't.
you're dead weight and you cost more than you're worth.
Yeah,
I did a cost-benefit analysis and boy, you are one goddamn bad debt. Get out.
Yeah, he's kind of a parasite.
Yes, yeah, kind of a parasite. Holy shit,
Yeah, but what should I do?
Well, you can get some other guy who isn't quite as parasitical as he is.
Another one.
Yes, but one who maybe works a little bit, a little bit
He's
more
working.
cheerful.
He's working.
Wow, is he bringing in any money?
Yeah, he's giving a lot of money to his wife.
Oh, yeah.
And the kids.
Yeah,
And he has really expensive hobbies.
Oh,
Like he is
Oh, really?
buying a microphone which costs 1,000 euros to record some music and
well, he likes good things.
yes, for himself.
Well, of
But you know
course.
what? In Easter, it's a Sunday, I visited him in that cure. And I said, look, when I visit you, I want to go out for Easter lunch. And he said, why? Here in the clinic, they serve an Easter menu for 10 euros.
You were really?
Yes.
Boy, he's thinking thrifty kind of stuff.
And then I said, yes,
Did you
okay.
try to get happy? My God, finally he's thinking like thrifty, like a mature adult.
Yeah,
who's-
but it is really, it was under all description, or we say, it was one small potato, another small potato,
Oh,
and
yeah,
another
yeah,
piece
that-
of meat, and
Picky,
yeah,
picky shit.
this hall with all that people with crutches, and
Yeah,
I felt
like,
that
let me out of this
That
Cripsville.
was low level Cripsville. Yes.
Jesus Christ almighty.
And then he said, "Okay, let's go to my room." And I said, "No, I don't want to." And then he said, and that was really, that pissed me off. "Okay, then you wouldn't, it wouldn't have been necessary that you come
Right,
to visit
if you're
me."
not gonna come to my room and fuck me, then, why'd you bother coming?
What is that kind of attitude?
The attitude, it's saying, I still think you're a groovy piece of ass. Well, I mean, that's something,
And then he was,
pouty, sulky.
and then I
Yeah.
went home.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, that's, happy Easter.
that means.
Yeah.
And next day, that Easter Sunday, with the two couples,
Yeah.
and
Oh boy.
was not nice.
No.
But then he called me again because we felt perhaps that was not exactly the kind of things a wife wants to hear. And he said, "Well, do you
Especially an exploited wife, but go ahead.
do you visit me next weekend again?" And I said, "I don't know. No, I have to think about it."
But what are you doing? Playing the reluctant virgin at this late date?
Yeah, but if he treats me like that, I told that some of my friends, my girlfriends, and they said, "This is impossible."
It's not impossible.
I
He's
really
been-
said, "These words, well, wouldn't have come better, you wouldn't have come if you don't go to my room again."
Yeah,
What kind of conversation, or what kind of thinking, or what kind of
it's an
appreciation
it's
is
an
this
exploiter's
now?
appreciation,
Yeah,
an exploiter's conversation.
yeah,
He
exactly.
figures that you're an easy lay.
Easy lay?
Yeah,
Yeah, easy
you're
lay.
an easy fuck. I mean,
Yeah.
you just,
And he's so lazy. I was
Yes.
looking for that word all the
yeah,
time.
yeah.
He was from the beginning on, he was lazy, and he still is lazy, and he thinks everything is for granted. Everything he gets, he doesn't have to move one finger for it.
You move all 10. So you don't have to move one.
Move my ass, I move my
Right.
legs, I move my hands, I move my brain.
Do
And
you
he
move
does
your
not-
mouth, to form?
I
Give him blowjobs.
No, I don't.
You don't?
I'm through with him now.
Well, why now? I mean, if you can get that.
Because I see quite clearly now that out of this man comes no more life. He's almost dead.
Well, that's the thing about parasites, they just suck the host
But on the
dry.
other hand, don't want to give it all up, the situation.
No.
And this is my ambivalence now. And
Yes.
I don't know how to get out of this ambivalence.
Well, why not just stay in it until you're ready?
I'm ready for what?
Well, for what possibly could transpire.
What can transpire?
Well, who knows, you might meet another guy, who
Another
you
one.
are the love of my life, I
But
think.
this married guy is the love of my life.
Well, I know, but you
And
could meet
he's
another
so-
guy.
And he's so caring. And then when he
Well,
comes to my house, he sees, the lamp is not, I fix it. And
does he make love to you outside
Yeah,
of
of
fixing the lamp?
Yeah, both.
All right.
Yes.
Well,
Both.
he sounds like quite a guy,
Yeah, he is.
an electrician who
Nothing
could
is
be.
a problem for him, for my husband. Everything.
Well, see, that's the difference between the strong and the weak.
That is right.
Yeah.
That's a contrast.
Winners and losers.
Right.
And that thing you've got now, so-called husband, he's a loser. Parasitic loser who just sucking you dry.
My energy.
Yeah, well, right too.
Energy sucker. Yeah.
Yeah.
But how could I not recognize that?
Well, because you were blind. Love is blind, they say. Quickest way
What did
for
I
a woman
do?
to
What did I
regain,
do?
the quickest way for a woman to regain her sight is to fall out of love. Damn, boy, it's like, God, look what I walked into. This guy's a friggin' fucking nightmare, and I thought oh, I love you, I love you.
And I'm not so emotional because my parents are not, were never, I didn't say, oh, I love you, but I was practical. Was cooking for the kids, and when they came, oh no, that's two of, yes, they lived in the house, the smaller ones lived.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is my way of being a nice, well,
A nice what?
wife.
Nice piece of ass, a nice cook, nice laundress, and a nice, well, you add them all up, what do you get? Well, wife, yeah.
But he takes everything for granted.
Exactly, with a woman like you don't have to pay back anything. Oh, thanks, sweetheart, that is so thoughtful and considerate of you. Mwah. Yeah, what? It's not necessary.
It was okay for him.
Well, it's not necessary with a woman like you.
But now that I see there is no development in him and no... He also doesn't talk a lot.
No.
And he doesn't appreciate me.
No. But he figures you probably don't question. Have you ever given him a blowjob?
No.
Well, why not try that?
That won't bring my love back.
You don't know. You may just kind of think it could change him completely. He could be so grateful. He could be so, enamored, at least of your mouth, And he could be, oh, what do you get these lips all tight shut like this? No, 1,000 times no. I mean, other gals are doing it up and down the block.
But he's not nice to me.
Well, that's
and the sex with my lover, and I
You do it with him?
enjoy it. No, we have our, since we had that affair in former times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then
No,
you never did it with him either.
no.
In other words, you are virginal as far as blowjobs are concerned.
I had when I was raised with my parents, it was really a strict education I got from them.
It said no blowjobs. Is that what it said?
Not explicitly.
Well, all right. Did they hint? Some women are duckers, and other women are spitters, and other women are swallowers. 3 types of response to doing BJ's. Yeah.
My mother would have never talked to me about the subject.
Well, all right. So you can ask your husband what he thinks of the idea.
My husband, that is exactly now that I don't have the feelings towards him.
You don't have to have the feelings. It's just you know how to do it.
And but
You
he,
do?
he explained.
How do you know how to do it?
I'm reading and I also look at some videos. But
Really?
my
What
husband
videos? What
explained-
videos did
why
you look
should
at?
I-
Never mind that. Just a minute. What videos did? Boy, you get on to that. And you're off it like a.
Yeah. When I was younger, we looked together, my lover and I,
Yeah.
at pornos. Yes.
And then did you do it?
No.
Oh, it's just looking. God, I don't know how they do that. Is that poison if she swallowed it? I don't know. I've never even taken it in my mouth, so I don't know. You know, you did sort of trade in your
Look,
ignorance about it.
if a man exploits you for 15 years,
Yeah.
I have no reason to do him such a favor. That's next.
That's one way of looking at it.
Yeah.
Another way of looking at it is, since he's exploited you for 15 years, why not try this new way of exploitation?
No.
Did you tell him that?
What?
That I don't care what, if we could live together until we're 140 each, and I'm never gonna, you know, take that lousy, no good schwanz of yours in my mouth, spit, whatever. Do you tell him that?
Why?
Why not?
We don't talk a lot.
Well, just that's something that'll raise it, you know.
Why should we talk about that subject if we even don't talk about any other subject?
Because that subject may get his attention.
I don't care if he spends attention now. For me, it's only a question if I keep that parasite or I throw him out.
Well, most hosts keep their parasite.
Then there should be an advantage.
Well, there is. For example, you can be Mrs. Schultz or whatever his name is, and stuff like that, see? So you can pretend that you have a marriage.
That's the only reason, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only
Oh, no, there are other things too, yeah, you can, yeah. You sleep in the same bed, or in the room, same room?
Not anymore.
Since when?
Since this new house, it's much bigger than the old house was. The old house was, he was renting the old house, and the new house is built by my father and me, and we have we have a lot of rooms. And since he's snoring very, very loudly, I said to him, that's I cannot sleep.
Go sleep in the basement.
Basement, no, I'm sleeping upstairs.
Alright. Well, okay, so what's the problem?
That I don't know if I can take the risk. Both is a risk of keeping him, because perhaps one day I really can't stand him anymore.
Well, yeah, but a lot of women who can't stand their husbands still stay with them. You know why?
No?
Guess.
Money. He's poor.
Well,
He's-
alright, but maybe if he got killed in a car accident or something, you know, you got double indemnity. That's you get paid twice as much as a. Do you have a life insurance on him
Yes.
policy? How much?
100,000 euros. Yeah.
Oh, that's
That's not
kidding
enough.
me.
No.
No, that's nothing.
Stand him all the time.
No. What's that?
To keep him and to
Yeah,
hold
that's-
on and hold on
Shit.
for 1,000
It's not much.
euros.
Yeah, whoop-de-doo, right?
Could be a long time.
Well, it could be.
But the other thing is, it could also be a long time to stay lonesome, alone.
Well, alright, this is the
With my
thing.
married lover, only see him perhaps only once a week.
Well, then you could get another one. This is what gals do.
Mm-hmm.
They have one married lover, and that really works out well. And then they see another guy, and he gives them a smile. And he's, you know, it's not pushing, he's not grabbing, and, you know, sneaking his hand up under her skirt or any of that stuff. It just smile. Hello. You know.
I'm now 54.
Well, yeah, and I mean, you're not
Chances?
getting any younger, you know.
Mm.
Pretty soon, do you have gray pubic hairs?
Grey. No,
Yeah.
not yet.
Well, okay, be patient. You know, get some, does he have gray pubic hairs, your lover?
Yes, he's older than, he's 10 years older.
10 years old, so he's 65. Yeah. Well, all right, that's sort of charming, you know, you can pull his gray pubic hairs out, you know. You want me to, oh, there's one. Ow, what the fuck is this? Yeah,
Mm.
it's charming, we can grow old together. I
Yeah.
can pull out your gray pubic hairs, you know, and then
No,
if
he's
I ever
he's
get
growing
some,
old together with his family, with his wife,
well,
and
all
with
right, there
his
you
kids
go.
and grandkids and He's in that.
Yeah, but he values you on the side.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah. Mhm.
you probably
Much
get,
more than my husband.
I'm just gonna say, you probably get more affection, genuine affection and loving from, your lover in one afternoon or evening than you get from that idiot you're, so-called married to, in a month.
That's right.
Yeah,
Mm. Hmm.
but
But
if you dump him, then you can't be Mrs. anybody. You're just missed.
missed.
Well, you missed the boat,
Missed.
Yeah, you missed the boat.
Oh yeah, that would be my second marriage.
Yeah. That's two-time loser,
Two-time loser. Oh yeah. That's no good idea. No fine imagination. For
Well, then what a lot of women in a situation like this do, they hold on to the phony, marriage, and they get lovers on the alongside.
But he's already suspicious.
Well, who gives
He's
a
not
fuck?
so dumb. He's not so
Who
dumb.
gives a fuck?
Huh. Yeah, but then he will begin to control me.
How?
He already asked me, where are you on Friday afternoons after you visited your mother in the nursing home? And I said, well, I met with a girlfriend, and
Yeah.
drinking some coffee and so on.
Blah, 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 blah.
But on the long term,
Well,
it's too
you can
suspicious.
say, I met, well, there was a priest I used to know, and I saw him, and I said, oh, Father O'Malley, is it? Whatever,
Every Friday a new story.
Yeah, well, whatever. Did you surprise yourself at how easily you lie? A lot of women are surprised. I never thought I could just lie like this. It's just easy as pie.
Because it's important for me.
Well, there you go. And because
Yeah.
you're maybe a born liar. This could be a big gift and talent you have, which you could really exploit. What?
I'm not a born liar.
Well, you could learn to be a highly
I have to
skilled
learn to be.
liar. What's that?
I have to when I
Oh,
want to keep
alright.
my lover here.
Okay.
Ah,
I mean, everything's fair in love and war, they say.
yeah, but don't you think there's a solution?
Yes, you could kill the husband. Now that's
Then I
one.
have to go to jail.
No, you don't. No, you do it in a way that the son, nobody knows. Or you could go get somebody in Paris or something, say,
In
"Oh,
Paris,
let's go," yeah,
paid killer.
yes.
I'm not the type for that.
Well, all right, then you can do it yourself.
Myself, I
Well,
could never kill a person.
Why not? The guy, the
Because
son of
I
a
have
bitch.
my moral
Oh,
inhibitions.
yeah, spare me, moral inhibition. You spread your legs on Fridays or whatever the hell for your lover.
There's
Oh,
a difference
I got moral
between
inhibitions. Well, women with moral inhibitions say, stolen fruits taste sweeter. Did you ever hear that expression? Okay,
Yeah.
my husband's already getting suspicious. Huh.
I
Who gives a
thought I
fuck?
come here and I find a good solution,
Well,
and
you
then I don't
have.
have to come anymore.
I'm telling you what most married women who are married to a parasitic corpse, like your husband,
Parasitic corpse.
yeah, what they do. This is top shelf, and they've been doing it for millennia, thousands and thousands of years. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
No, but not me.
Well, all right. So you can just kind of suffer or sit there and and then maybe that will finally, your bitterness and feeling rejected and he's just exploiting you as like a goddamn parasite, And one woman, her husband came home and she said, he said, dinner ready? She said, no, I just got late from some errands I had to do and da-da-da, so now thawing, it's a lamb roast, and I'm thawing it, and da-da-da-da-da-da. Any rate, so he says, well, all right, you know, da-da-da. And she takes, and she hits him,
Hit him on them.
from the, broke his
I
neck
read
and
that
stuff
in
like
the
that.
news
Yeah, yeah,
newspaper, yes.
yeah.
Terrible.
Yep, yeah, it was, and well, it was terribly effective, because I mean, a club like that, whoo, yeah,
Timer.
oh,
Okay.
yeah, Alfred Hitchcock made a movie out of the thing. Well, episode, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before.
And then when the police came, she called the police and after the roast was done, she, and and she had some, and she came out and said, she called the police came over and stuff like that. She said, I don't know what, I came back with a lighter, I ran a bunch of errands and stuff like that, and here he was, and stuff like that. Well, I took the roast down and stuff like that, it was done just perfectly. And then, do you ever eat roast lamb? He said, oh, I love it, yeah. So she sits down and feeds the policeman. And he's eating up the evidence, you know.
Evidence,
Oh,
yes.
beautiful, I mean, it's so beautiful.
That's
Oh,
superb,
gosh.
superb.
Yes, see there, you can really develop a taste for,
Yeah.
murdering the parasite.
Okay. That's a solution.
Well, it is, and it's, I mean,
Getting rid of it.
yeah. Mrs. Schultz said her husband died in his sleep last night. He died in his sleep, right. First she put him to sleep permanently, then he died. Besides, some guys need killing. Well, they're just gonna sit and just, just dry out some poor unfortunate woman till she's nothing but a mere dried husk, shell. Oh,
Oh.
God.
Yeah.
The vagina, dries up and her titties fall down and God, her nipples get inverted or whatever the hell. I mean, she just looks, God, awful. And her friends say, oh, Lord, did you see her? I mean, she looks like she's been dead for 2 months, this type of thing.
Oh, yeah.
They notice these changes, the deterioration,
Deteriorate.
That just means getting worse and worse and worse,
Yeah. It will get worse and worse and
Yeah,
worse.
did you have any reactions to me in this?
I like the picture with the glam.
The
thing
lamb,
there,
bang, frozen lamb,
But in between I got angry because I should do things to him which I when I don't love him anymore,
Well, I mean, gals do that all the time. They don't love them, but they like the money. They like the thing. They like being called Mrs. They have stayed
which
in the
money,
community.
no,
All right,
I get
he's
no
not
money
supplying.
from him.
Okay,
No,
then all the
nothing
more
at all.
reason to get the lamb.
He got money from me.
Yeah.
Contrary. Yeah.
Well, he's got a deal. I mean, you. No.
Yeah. I'm the hen who lays the golden eggs.
Right.
And it's,
Doesn't give head.
plus he lives in a wonderful brand new house.
Yes.
Which is mine.
Well, so what? And your daddy's.
But
He signed the whole thing.
the money to me
Oh,
as
he did. All right.
heritage before he.
All right. Okay. All right.
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
Yes.
My reactions as a client.
Right.
So I have given enough the last 15 years.
Well, there's always more for a woman to give. Well, that, you can do that. You haven't done that yet, I mean, that's the final thing to cross the Rubicon. Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.